it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? Let's test out a pretty rare and obscure unit. You guys probably haven't seen at 100% potential. This is the Super Agility Obotchaman. So this was part of the Arale banner that came out back in November 2016. So again, this is one of those really rare and obscure units at 100% potential. I figured you guys would enjoy this. So as always, let's cover the stats and then we'll break it down. So leader skill is agility type, HP and defense increases 60%. The super attack causes supreme damage, and then passive skill is attack and defense increases 60% when facing only one enemy. So obviously events like Boss Rush would be the ideal stage to test out the unit. In terms of links, you are looking at Mechanical Menaces plus 1 Ki, Brainiacs, attack and defense increase of 10%, Gentleman is plus 2 Ki, Courage plus 1 Ki, Shocking Speed is another plus 2 Ki, and Penguin Village Adventure is attack increase of 15%. You'll see this unit on 2 categories, or actually 3, Artificial Lifeforms, Youth, and DB Saga. So you'll see this on basically the Dragon Ball Saga and Youth category combinations with the Kid Goku lead. For max stats, you're looking at HP of 13,559, attack is 12,482, and defense is 10,042. 12 Ki Multiplier is 130%. Again, this is the unit from the Arale Crossover Summon. I think at this point in time, a lot of people would love to see that banner come back out, or at least see these units in the general summonable, SSR pool. I think it'd be nice. I mean, they did that for the Dragon Ball Fusions characters. I think it'd be nice to include units like this also in the general pool, as well as, maybe potentially Super Dragon Ball Heroes units as well. I don't know about the Dragon Ball Heroes part because it is kind of like an annual thing, you know what I mean? Like they at least have a banner once a year, so I don't know if that one will necessarily, become available in the general pool. But at least for this one, it's one of those banners that came out a long time ago and never really came back around. So it's a little bit difficult for people to get dupes for. Honestly, when this came out, this was before the rollout for the hidden potentials and whatnot. So it would definitely be nice to have this banner come back around. So of course, the unit that would link up the best out of the bunch, honestly, is probably the physical Arale unit, but you do have other units that share links like Shocking Speed and at least, Brainiacs in some regard, but you'll see like, Bra and the LR Honeybee Pan unit and stuff like that. So, for the most part, this isn't really one of those powerful units. At least this guy has like 60% increase to attack and defense as part of the passive skill, but really, honestly, this is one of those collector's item type units. It's more or less just added as another trophy in the collection, really. But I figured since this wasn't really covered much nowadays, especially at 100% potential, it'd be a good occasion for that. So hopefully, you guys, hopefully you guys are enjoying, showcases like this on really obscure units that you haven't heard about in a while. I haven't really seen a showcase on this guy at 100% potential either way. And the funny thing about this character, is during the Penguin Village Adventure, collab during the manga where Kid Goku and General Blue they basically get lost and end up in Penguin Village Adventure. And without going into detail, General Blue's homeboy ass got a little crush on the Obotchaman, you know what I mean? The little flamboyancy of it. But let's not go into detail of that, but I thought it was pretty funny. It's basically, so to break it down, Obotchama is a Japanese term to reference like a young boy from like a wealthy or rich family, basically with, etiquette and manners, stuff like that, like basically, I don't know, when I hear that term, I'm thinking of a young boy with, very good silverware etiquette, dinner table manners and all that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the term. And then man is obviously, Obotchaman is basically a combination of, Obotchama and man. So that's pretty that's pretty much the combination of where that name comes from, or derived from, basically. So you can see from, you know, the card art and character design, obviously with the rocking the bow tie or necktie and you know, suspenders and all that shit, you can kind of get the idea of that. But it's definitely nice. I did enjoy, back in the manga, I did enjoy that portion a lot. I mean, it was a lot of fun and very enjoyable, very comical, and a lot of fun. So when facing only one enemy, this guy, or this unit's actually pretty decent. Of course, you're not really going to run him on, you know, any sort of team. Again, at the end of the day, this is really a collector's item type unit, and again, something to just show off, basically, to, out of your collection. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I think this unit's okay. Definitely not great, but not terrible either. Not quite a million in attack stats, but, you know, just then you saw about 800, roughly about 890,000 in attack stats, and, you know, that's not quite anywhere close to the physical Arale unit, but the Arale unit does have, you know, immense damage and a pretty good damage multiplier, so of course it's not going to be anywhere toward that level. But yeah, I mean, it's either way, it's an interesting unit. It's one of those really obscure type cards that you don't really hear about or see about too much, so it's definitely enjoyable seeing it in action every now and then. Alright, this is going to be type disadvantage, but we'll see how he does with the Dokkan mode here. At least a 40% is applied from the Bra unit, and then I think it was like, what, 20% from the, or 15% from the Penguin Village Adventure as well. Eh, 642,000, that's probably the best he can do at that point. Definitely an interesting unit, regardless, though. I really feel like they should bring back this banner, or at least put them in the general SSR pool. I think a lot of people would be happy about that, because as obscure as these units are, I think people would love to add it to the collection, especially for those that started after the banner had already released, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where if you didn't start from, you know, the earlier days, there's no way to get a hold of this unit. Alright, so we do have type advantage against Rose here, so it'll be a little bit of an influx in damage potential, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, 700, close to 700,000 in damage, actual damage output is pretty decent for how old this unit is. Of course, again, the Arale unit is much better in terms of, you know, stats and all that, but considering this is a unit that came out in, what, November of 2016, that's not too bad. I do appreciate Bandai and Akatsuki coming out with more throwback type units. I was extremely happy with the Android 8 unit being released, and then an updated version of the Mercenary Tau. That was, you know, or Cyborg Tau, I mean. Those are always, you know, welcome in my books. You know, I love seeing throwback units like that, especially from the Dragon Ball Saga. I've been actually wanting an Android 8 unit in the game, introduced from, you know, a while back, but I think, you know, over time, they do definitely have to kind of like diversify and reach out on different avenues of opportunity, you know what I mean? Because obviously you don't want too many duplications of the same character in, as a card in the game. So the longer the lifespan of Dokkan Battle, the better it is, in my opinion, because it opens up opportunities for, you know, more of the rare type units to, or rare type characters that aren't as popular to get some of the limelight. For example, for me, I was really hoping there would be a brand new Nail unit introduced in the game with, you know, the transforming Namek Saga Goku as well, and LR Full Power Frieza coming out. It would have been a good time for that, but I was having a conversation on the stream about it a little bit, but Nell is obviously not one of the popular characters in the game, or in the Dragon Ball series in general. But at least being introduced as a free-to-play unit at that time would have been probably a good occasion. But you never know. Like I said, my point being, over time you're going to see more and more different types of characters and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a good thing. But yeah, this back to the whole point. This is the 100% potential for the Super Agility Obotchaman. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.